This is going to be a yin yoga session which requires holding postures for around 3 to 5 minutes each. Gets into the connective tissue, but it's also a great practice to alleviate stress and to start to calm the nervous system down. So this particular practice will focus on forward bending and some hip postures. To begin the practice, come to lie on your back. If you have a block nearby or what you're using as a block, just locate that, come to lie on your back, close your eyes down and place the block on the lower abdomen, palms resting face up next to your body, whole body relaxed here. And just taking a moment to check in with the physical sensations in the body. Notice any mental patterning which may be affecting the rate of your breath. Start to even the breath out. Breathing in for the same count as you breathe out. So let's work with the 4 count inhale and the 4 count exhale. Keep moving with the flow of the breath. Smooth, effortless. Trying to create balance in your body. Three more breaths here, just lying on your back, trying to balance the breath and the mind before we begin getting into the postures. Had your block on your abdomen, just place it to the side of your body. Bend your knees and place your feet hip distance apart on the mat. And now cross your right ankle so it rests along the top side of the left thigh, near the knee but not resting on the knee. If you're getting enough sensation, stay here. You're trying to go to the level where you feel your edge, where you begin to feel sensation. It's not going above and beyond, but it's not going to a place also where you feel nothing. If you get plenty of sensation, again, stay here. Or if you're not feeling a great deal, thread your hands through that little triangular shape you've made with your legs and grab onto either the back of the left thigh, or maybe it feels better for you to hold on to the left shin. Your shoulders relaxing away from your ears. And your tailbone relaxing down to the mat. So keep the right foot a little bit engaged. If you're ever feeling a strange sensation in the knee, please come out. Should not really ever be getting any stress into the knee joint. With each exhale, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Each inhale, feeling a level of renewal and restoration into the body. Exhale is a letting go. So notice the places where you're starting to hold contraction. Even though you're holding your leg here, can you relax into the hands a little more? To the shoulders, into the head, and relax the curling of the eyebrows. Having as minimal contraction in the body as possible. Keep the even inhale and exhale, so 4 counts in and 4 counts out. This helps to calm the nervous system, to balance the body and the mind and breath on both sides of the hemisphere of the brain. So even though you may be feeling really relaxed, try not to go to sleep or zone out completely in your postures. Really gently start to release the grip of your hands, or if your foot's still on the mat, keep it there. Release the left foot down. Take the right ankle off the left thigh. Let the knees bend. And take the feet as wide as your mat, or even a little bit wider. Do this windshield kind of action with your knees. So the knees drop left, the gaze may even look to your right. This is your rebound posture, the opportunity for the body to get blood and oxygen circulating back around the body after you've had compression in one part of the hip. The knees fall to the other side. Keep moving in and out of this, just 2 more times, really slowly. Knees come back up through center. Knees fall to your left. Knees come back up to center. Knees fall to the right. Knees come back to center. Re-establish the feet hip distance apart again as we move to the other side. The right foot stays on the mat. The left ankle now crosses to rest just below the right knee. Again, if you're feeling plenty of sensation or suffering any knee injuries, be gentle with your body. Please do not push through the posture. Trying to be as passive as possible. If you can reach through the legs, grabbing onto the thigh or the shin, providing enough sensation that gets you to your edge. Enough so you can still relax the shoulders and shoulder blades down towards the mat. And release any tension in your facial muscles, in the neck muscles. All the muscles that connect head to heart. Relax. Equal breath in and equal breath out. Stay aware in your pose. Try not to drift off. If your mind's getting distracted, again, come back to your breath. Even focus, bringing the breath to the area that you feel the most sensation. It may be your left hip, or depending on where you're tight in the body, you may be feeling it somewhere else. Exhale is a letting go of all contraction, being as passive as you can. When we release with our breath, often our mind and our body can follow. On your next exhale, let the right foot lower to the mat if it's not already there. Release the grip of the hands. Let's do the windshield wiper action again with the feet. So move as gracefully as you can. You may feel some stiffness after that initial release. Bring the feet wide as the mat, or a little bit wider even. Bring the arms just to the side. The knees can fall left. And the knees move back through center and they fall over towards the right side. So even in these postures in between, the rebound poses, be as gentle as you can with your body. One more time to both sides. Knees go left. And then the knees go to the right. Roll all the way over to your right hand side. Slowly use your hands to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. If you have props with you, like a block, bolster, or cushion, have them close by and bring the legs as wide as you can without using your hands. So we're not trying to overstress any ligaments here. As you're here, just notice how it feels to keep your spine tall. Maybe just enough sensation in your inner thighs just staying upright. I'm going to turn this into a forward fold. So start to walk your hands forward, super slow. The head and the neck relaxes down. This may be your forward fold. Take your body where it is today. There's a lot of neck tension. This can be plenty of a stress into the neck. So stress being used in a positive sense. We're stressing the ligaments, the connective tissue to stimulate more elasticity into that area. If you find you're a little bit more open, depending on the time of day you're practicing, or just purely your anatomy, you may be able to come down, forearms walking down, the feet are relaxed here, head and neck completely relaxed. It can be really lovely to have a bolster underneath your belly or even just a block beneath your head, just so you're not straining so much to pull yourself down. It's not a competition in yin. It's really about harnessing your gentle side, which may be difficult for a lot of us to connect with. The more we practice something, the better we get at it. Practice being still. Practice calming the nervous system. It may not be what you exactly want to do, but it may be what your body needs in this moment. The more gentle we are with the body, particularly in yin postures, connective tissue expands slower than muscle. So by going slow, we then may be able to sink a little deeper into our posture, perhaps even adjusting our block or our bolster, whatever you may be using, so that you naturally start to move deeper into the pose. It's also okay if you realize you've gone a little bit too far to come out of the pose, and just re-establish yourself where you feel that level of sensation. There's no pain. There may be a level of discomfort when you find your edge. So these practices are trying to expand your capacity to deal with discomfort, and not just getting used to there being discomfort in your life and accepting it, but rather expanding your capacity to deal with it and being calmer when stressful situations may come up, teaching you how to speak up or to say less. Four counts in and 4 counts out. Relax the toes, ankles, whole leg, both sides. Your hips and seat feel heavy. Allow the spine to round. Rounding is okay in yin postures. The arms relax. To really challenge yourself whether your upper body is relaxed, turn your palms face up if that's accessible for you. Skull heavy, relaxing down towards the floor or your prop. Though you want to be the slowest person who comes back up, start to walk your hands back in towards you. Move super slow here. Like I said, the connective tissue takes a long time to expand, and then it's slower to contract as well, which is why there's that achy sensation sometimes when we come out of the pose. When you get upright, just rest, place your hands on the thighs, close the eyes down just to reduce the stimulus that's coming through. It's calling to close the eyes down. There's a time when we need to be more receptive, to be switched on, but in your yin practice, try and get used to closing the eyes down. Moving more internal into your practice. Reducing the amount of things that you may be thinking about or may get information from objects or colours. Stimulates your brain to go on another flow chart of events in the mind. We're all guilty of that most of the time. And now just bend your left knee, and so the left sole of the foot, the base of the foot, is connecting with the internal side of the right thigh. So I'm not mirroring you here. If you want to mirror me, it will be your right leg that's been bending in. And now that same movement that we did before, start to bend forward. Relax into the extended straight leg. As you start to come forward, maybe you don't get as far as resting on your forearms, and that's okay. Remember that your body is just telling you where it needs to stop. So when it finds that place of resistance, just stop, focus on your breath, and then you may be able to readjust your posture. The beauty of a yin practice is that you stay in a pose for several minutes. You don't have to rush to the finish line in the first 10 seconds. Find your stillness. to loose sensation in terms of you're not feeling much in your pose. That's a sign that you can move a little bit deeper. Either adjusting your props, just trying to sink a little bit deeper into the body. Be quite flexible, just focus on being really still. Noticing all the tendencies of us wanting to move or scratch. It can be the tiniest movement. Just try and still the mind, the breath and the body. To walk your hands back in towards you. Again, really mindful, slow movements. And when your hands come all the way back in, you come back upright. Just rest the palms again on your thighs, close the eyes down. Shoulders relaxing away from your ears. Connecting with the 4 count in and the 4 count out for your breath. Start to switch sides. So whatever leg you had extended, bend it in and switch sides. And the foot of the bent knee connects with the inner thigh of the extended leg. And when you feel ready, you begin to move into your forward fold to the level that serves you. Take this side as it is. It may be completely different to the first side. You may be really restricted in one leg or one hip. And it may just be your anatomy, or it could be related to other activities that you've been doing causing tightness in certain areas and restriction. So be kind, find that place, and then be as passive as you can. Perhaps the palms resting face up so you relax the shoulders, head and neck relaxes. Both legs relax and the hips and the seat heavy. Four counts in, 4 counts out. Effortless, seamless breath. a quick body scan to see whether any parts of the body, the mind, the breath have started to contract again. And consciously release those areas, so starting all the way from the top of the head, tracing down to the facial muscles, which leads into the neck, the shoulders, upper arms, forearms, hands, fingers, chest and abdominal cavity heavy, relaxed, the spine, whole back body restful. Even if there is a great deal of sensation, how can you expand your capacity to deal with the discomfort? Let the hips be heavy, connected to the mat, to the earth. Feel the sensation of your legs on the mat or the floor. Even try to relax the legs a little more. The toes, feet, ankles, calves, knees and thighs, all passive. Super slowly come to walk yourself back upright, really mindful of how the body's responding to this side, this posture. When you get there, just take pause, palms resting face down on the thighs, eyes closed down, maybe getting a little bit more comfortable with having the eyes closed. Allowing the nervous system to take in less information externally and focus your attention internally. Now we come into supine butterfly. So we'll turn to be on the long ways of our mat, but essentially the feet are going to come together. The soles of the feet will come together. Like here, your knees may be really high up if you have tight hips. A great idea, if this is the case for you, is to put a block underneath each knee or even cushions to support you. And another nice option as we move back into the pose soon is to place a strap around you. So if you've got a strap somewhere, if you don't, this is okay. This pose is completely fine without a strap. But if you have one, loop it around your whole body and then loop the strap around the bottom of the feet and tighten it so that there looks like there's a good amount of traction on the strap. Don't tighten it completely, because as we go to rest back, this will gently pull the feet in towards the pelvis. So it should feel really nice and supportive. If it feels like too much onto your groin, just stop and we can move slowly into the posture. So if you're really flexible, you can go back or you can rest on your bolster or a cushion. You may like to do it in stages, going back to your forearms and staying here, eyes closed. You may feel as you hold here that your hips start to open up, and perhaps you come to lie all the way back so that you're flat onto your mat and the arms come over the head, and that can feel like a nice little extra opening for the chest. And now the trick is to just let the knees relax. Trust your strap, or if you're not using one, just try and let the knees feel heavy. Whether there's nothing supporting you under the legs, or whether you have cushions or a block. Now connect to the 4 count inhale and the 4 count exhale. Inhale is that sense of renewal, lightness. The exhale is a sense of releasing and letting go. Come out of your pose. You may use your hands, your arm strength to push yourself back up, or you roll to your side. So you just need to be able to release the strap so that we can come into our final pose of Shavasana. Shavasana, lie on the back. If you have any back sensitivities, place a cushion or a bolster underneath your knees. Decompress the lower back. If you need to do any adjusting postures, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, find your stillness as you come down. The heels rest a little wider than the hips, and the palms rest face up next to the body. Shoulders rolling down and away from the ears. Take 3 conscious breaths here. Maintaining that 4 count in, feeling the abdomen rise. And on the exhale, a gentle pulling in of the navel towards the spine. Again, in and out. One more time. Out. Now, as you let the breath be completely effortless, feel a sensation of heaviness in both heels. Drawing towards the mat, giving into gravity. At the backs of the knees, relax, connect down to the mat, to your cushion or bolster. Whole legs relaxed, heavy, drawing into gravity. Hips and the pelvis not moving, just completely planted in the mat of the earth. Notice your back body, lower, middle, and upper back. Relax. Abdomen, all the abdominal contents sinking towards the spine and the back body. Chest relaxed. Breath effortless. The hands, wrists, forearms, upper arms and shoulders. An energetic density to them, drawing closer towards the center of the earth. Let them relax. Feel completely solid. Neck free. Whole head heavy, resting on your mat. Relax all of the facial muscles, the eyes and the eye sockets. Unfurl your eyebrows. Release any tension in your jaw and clenching. Let the tongue feel heavy. And rest. A pool of light. Complete stillness. you wish to continue in your Shavasana, just pause the video, continue to rest on your back. If you're ready to come out in small movement to the extremes of the body, fingers and the toes, connecting back to a more focused breath, deepening the inhale and the exhale, maybe now rolling wrists and ankles. Roll over to your side. Eyes still closed down here. Resting on your side here, just take a few breaths to let the mind and body rebalance. Notice if there's been any shift, a level of calmness or stress. If there's any predominant emotional mood that's coming up for you. When you feel ready, come back up to a comfortable seated position. When you get there, the eyes are closed down, so you can be in a cross-legged position. That's most comfortable for me. It may be sitting on your heels for you, or sitting onto a bolster or a block. Close the eyes down. Feel the spine tall, the shoulders relaxing away from the ears. Always a chance to reflect on your practice. Any easier to be in the present moment. If you notice something about yourself challenges you, positive way, even if it is something that you don't like understanding about yourself, use that as a lesson rather than a negative view. Bring your palms to heart center and bow your chin towards your hands to acknowledge your practice, to give gratitude to yourself. And if there's someone or something challenging you right now, bring your intention to send compassion that way. Thank you so much for joining me as always. Namaste.